Hello, everyone.
Hi.
Hi. I'll let you in the meeting, Madam Chair. Jennifer, good to see you.
Hey,
Hey.
missed my meeting, but I'm here.
All right. So I told him the other day, I'm like, she's got a new job, so I'm sure she's trying to figure out what else going on. So
If everyone would please put their contact information in the chat box.
and then I'm also collecting information on a Google sheet, so I will drop that into the chat also. So it's kind of double work for you, I know, but the Google sheet, if you want to save that and bookmark that, it has all of the reentry councils across the state. So if you are working with someone that's going to Logan, you can click on the Logan tab and you can see resources that are available there. So I will drop that in the chat here in just a second for you. So like I said, at the bottom, there are different tabs. So if you work in multiple regions, find one of them, copy paste. If you only work in the one, this region, just find the tab. It'll be at the very end, just alphabetical.
I'm gonna give it another minute or two, see if anybody else hops on. Do you bookmark on here?
No, like if you're in your browser, like in Google or whichever browser.
Okay.
Yeah, you can just
All
look.
right.
So you can.
I thought there was a way to do it on here or something.
No.
I'm new to this Zoom thing.
No.
Okay, get that bookmarked.
Yeah, and that way, as you're referring people across the state, you can, make that connection, that warm handoff, reach out to them ahead of time and say, hey, I'm
Right.
you to this person. So,
Oh yeah, makes sense.
yeah. I mean, like I said, we love 211, but it only gets updated once a year, and you know.
Okay. Well, happy first day of spring, guys. It's kind of rainy down here in Wyoming County, so it's not a very good spring day, but it's warm. It's not freezing cold.
It's gloomy and 45 where I'm at, so it was 60 this morning. So
got colder throughout the day, I suppose.
yeah.
So if you guys would like to, we can start with introductions. I'll go first. I'm Caitlin Davis. I am the Community Health Liaison for One Voice, also the chair for the Reentry Council for Wyoming County. Who wants to go next?
Right, well, I'm Krisha Spears. I'm with the Reach Initiative. So I take care of helping Caitlin or Jennifer and all of the other reentry council chairs across the state. So just supporting them and whatever they need. I'm also the behind the scenes for the Reach of writing grants, doing grant reporting, ordering stuff for mentees if it's, work boots or birth certificates or whatever. So that's what I do. So since Jennifer's our speaker, we'll wait till the end, but I'll pass it over to Aaliyah.
Hello, I am the CAP PABS advocate for Disability Rights of West Virginia. Disability Rights is the federally mandated protection advocacy group for people with disabilities in the state of West Virginia. The CAP and the PABS programs are both specifically for overcoming disability-related barriers to employment. CAP is specifically tied to DRS, Division of Rehab Services, and PABS is tied to the Social Security Administration Ticket to Work program. We have loads and loads of other programs, and they all focus on different things. We do monitoring of jails, prisons, group homes, you name it, we're probably monitoring it. And if we get phone calls about an issue and it's a place that we can monitor by the regulations, then we can. I put my contact information, but I also put our website in the chat. Our website has lots and lots of self-advocacy tools for anybody to be able to use free of charge. There's EMS communication cards, there's template letters, there's all kinds of things depending on what you might need. And I guess I can hand it off to Keith.
Hey everybody, Keith Bowling with Aetna Better Health West Virginia. We are one of the Medicaid providers in the state, and we also provide services for foster care families who have agreed to take in those children into their homes for placement. And I will pass it on to Ronald.
Can you hear me?
We
I'm
can.
Ron Mauger. Okay, I'm Ron Mauger, volunteer at One Voice since July of last year. And
Sorry, I thought I was unmuted. Debbie, do you want to go for it next?
Sure. Happy spring, everybody. I'm Debbie Davis, founder and director of One Voice. We have a lot of our staff on the call today to support Caitlin and Jennifer. We also have state playoffs in Charleston. We lost today at 10. So our county has completely wiped out and are in Charleston. So everybody's able to sit in front of the Zoom today and see a little bit about what Caitlin does as part of the chair, but also to support Jennifer. So we have been around since 2005. One Voice was established when there were no resources in Wyoming County. So we became that. In 2012, we became a nonprofit. 2017 and 18, we became a social enterprise and started One Cup, and we began hiring people in recovery, but not just recovery. So we have recovery and community working together as a pilot program under the governor's opioid funding, and it's not being done anywhere like this throughout the state. We received a Benedum Foundation grant that we'll be finishing up in August, and that's the planning grant for traveling around the state, introducing One Voice and One Cup as a toolkit that if you want it in your county or your community, this is how you do it, and this is the team that can train you. We've already got interested parties and through Goodwill, and also a coffee shop, and I guess a new venture. I'll just say that, in Huntington, and we're partnering with Together for Hope, and that's a national organization, and we're excited to move forward. And I don't know, can you share this recorded video with me?
I
I'm
think she
gonna
can
try.
feel it.
Okay, because I want to use it as a training device. This is also a training center, so I want to train the staff in Zoom meetings and kind of critique this one, especially since everyone's on it. And thank you all.
Caitlin, are you recording it also?
Mm-mm.
I'm not sure I know
Okay.
how to do that.
Okay, so it's being recorded, and I just have to figure out where, because I didn't actually start it.
Is
So,
it okay if I record it?
yeah, you go right ahead. I mean, it should be saving it to the cloud for me. So if once I find it, I'll send it to you, Deb.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. All right, I don't know who was next. Go ahead.
Emily?
My name is Emily. I am the barista here at One Cup in Oceana, and I have been here since July of last year.
Angel?
Hi, my name is Angel, and I've been with One Voice since December. And I recently was hired on as the peer supervisor as of March the 11th this month.
And Candy?
I'm Candy. I've been with One Voice since 2005. Program Director of the Wyoming County Office. Glad to be here.
Well, I do appreciate you guys getting on here and supporting us. Last but not least, our guest speaker is Jennifer Crane. She works for Lewisburg Behavioral Health. And Jennifer, if you want to introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about yourself.
Sure. So I was going to say for those of you that don't know me, that I'm not sure that there's anybody on here that I haven't at least been on one of these. But I'm Jennifer Crane. I'm in Greenbrier County in Lewisburg. I am a peer recovery and mental health specialist. As Caitlin said, I started a new job about a month ago. I now work at Lewisburg Behavioral Health, which is part of Reno Medical Center. We're in Greenbrier County, Monroe County, Fayette County, Summers County. We're in the school systems. We provide healthcare and mental health services in the school systems. So I'll share a little bit about what I'm doing as a peer support and with reentry council as well. So with the reentry council, I facilitate the Greenbrier and Pocahontas County meetings. One of the things that I love about that is we have an older couple in Monroe County, retired military, that will reach out to me every so often and ask how many reentry bags, as they call them, that we need. And they put together, I'm guessing out of their own money, reentry bags, duffel bags with hygiene items in them, notebooks, pens, things like that. So I love being able to better serve our reentry community here locally because of someone donating the funds and putting those together for me. So the peer support side of things has changed drastically since I've started this new position with a new company. A couple of the things I've been doing this week which will help the reentry population as well. I'm prayerfully that'll happen. I've been meeting with different local law enforcement departments to see how we can help better serve people that they're dealing with. I've approached it as being able to help support law enforcement because I'm trying to stay positive with them because I see a lot of compassion fatigue when dealing with people that's re-entered the community or are dealing with substance use and mental health. And I've been greeted with open arms as far as being able to help as a peer support specialist when they get calls regarding reentry population, those dealing with SUD, mental health. So that's encouraging. I'm extremely busy right now, doing peer support, trying to get other community organizations involved with that. I'm also part of One Voice. So I don't know what else to say really, because I think everybody knows. But any questions? Is there anything that I can do to be of support to any of you all? Anything like that? No? Good.
I just wanted to, thank you for, chairing the other council and, it's all right, it's all right. And then, the fact that you and Caitlin connect with each other is, I want all of the reentry council chairs to be able to talk to each other and reach out to each other and say, hey, this is what you do in your county, but you would like to come speak to my council. Or I've got this person that needs help with this. Can you help them with that? And, have that connection and warm handoff that we're all here to do the same kind of work. Let's work collaboratively. So, all right.
We have
Yeah.
any like meetings that have all the reentry councils on there?
No, not yet. That is something that I have worked for, and that I've asked for is to do a training for all of the reentry council chairs. I want all of you guys to know each other and to meet each other. And it's hard because you guys are across all 55 counties, so it's hard to get you in person. And then we all know that a day-long Zoom is not fun either. So I'm working on, trying to get something for everybody, but we'll figure out something.
I don't. Good.
I'm just glad, also Caitlin, you have so many of your peers here to support you. So
Take care. Yeah. See you next week.
It is. It means a lot. I was trying to wait for the noise to settle down. Sorry. Let me flip my notes here. So I'm going to move on to the open issues from last call. The last call was pretty much trying to get stuff for the flood victims. We had tons of donations ranging from cleaning supplies to food to clothes to snacks to water, you name it. Tons of sanitizer. Let me find my numbers here. We did do donated lunches also. We served over 130 lunches for flood victims. We had 25 families that came here to pick up supplies. That's not including like our county CIS workers came and picked up, like they'd load their vehicles up and they'd go distribute it to the people that couldn't get out or the people that didn't have transportation. We also had just community volunteers to do it also, which was, it was really awesome. It was very humbling experience to see so many people working towards the same cause. It was awesome. And just seeing how many people wanted to help. Whether it be donating supplies, delivering supplies, the cleaning, the cooking, you name it. It was awesome. The new business, we have a veterans roundtable that comes and sets up every Thursday here at One Voice. He helps with resources for homeless veterans. So if anybody needs in contact with him, send me your contact information and I'll make sure to pass it on to him. He's here from 9 to 3 every Thursday at One Voice. We also have a counselor on site now every Tuesday.
Actually, Caitlin will have two. We'll have Mike on Tuesday and we will have Kayla on Friday.
That's even better. Beginning April 1st, I'm gonna begin the Stepping into Freedom support groups. It's a 12-week program, or 12-week group. And then after that, I'll start the Free to Grow. We've had quite a few people that are very interested in the support groups. And I've had them ask me for various reasons, whether it be the addiction aspect of it or the mental health, or I've even had some people want to get closer to help their relationship with God. So that's also, I found it pretty cool that the same thing, like everybody, they're so interested in it for different reasons. We received 2 deliveries of MREs, which are asked for probably one of the highest on the list, the MREs and food. And we got it just in time. We were down to our last box and 2 deliveries. I had some pretty happy clients then. Old business, we partnered with the Covenant House to do hepatitis testing. I think it was hepatitis, syphilis, and I don't think it was HIV, it was something else. We had over 30 people show up. They only brought so many tests. So unfortunately, there were some people that were unable to be tested, but they said there was such a good turnout that they'd be back to do it again. The other day, yesterday, actually, I believe, I packed some hygiene and snack bags. So if you guys have any, I packed what we had pretty much. So if you guys know of any resources that would help out with that would be awesome. Our biggest barrier that I've found. I've had quite a few people, I'm assuming because of the flood, that have got behind on their utilities. Just about every resource that I'd normally call is out of funds. So if you guys know any, they're either out of funds or it's for 65 and older, or they don't meet the requirements. So if you guys know any resources that can help with utilities, please, please, please pass them on to me. And if I've tried looking it up online and I can't seem to find it. Do you guys know where I would look for a list of felony-friendly employers? I've had a few people ask me for that.
Yeah, I can send you several things, so
Awesome.
make a note of that. And then I also, am gonna send you an email. Tasha Withrow has spoken at several of the reentry councils about Hep C testing and HIV testing in the jails. So she can maybe help you with some of that testing as well. So I'll send you her contact information too.
All right, I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Next month, wait, this is March, yes. Next month is the Second Chance Awareness Month, right? So does anybody know, would anybody recommend anybody for a guest speaker? Any suggestions? I'd like it to be somebody that's comfortable sharing their story. I don't want anybody to feel pressured or uncomfortable or share more than they're comfortable sharing.
Kaylin, I'm waiting to hear back from a couple people I've asked. If by some chance both of them say that they want to do it, or even if just one of them does, if you don't have someone locally, I'll ask them if they would want to present for you as well. And I'll let you know as soon as I hear back from them.
I'm gonna check into a few people. That way, hopefully I can get somebody local to Wyoming County to do it. Where it is Second Chance Month. I'm trying to find somebody that feels comfortable sharing their story. Because, I mean, recovery is a big deal. A lot of people don't think it's such a big deal. It is a big deal. So I kind of want to give them a chance to share their story too at the same time.
Share their story and celebrate their wins, you know.
Oh, yes.
You know, it is reentry and recovery are both big wins.
Huge accomplishments.
Caitlin, I also dropped over in the chat, the West Virginia Restorative Justice Project is hosting a skill building institute on June, not January, we're not going backwards, June 13th in Morgantown. So if you're interested in learning what restorative justice is, learning how to host a circle of support and acceptance, the dialogues that take place for healing on both sides of an issue, they're looking for participants, they're looking for volunteers. So if you volunteer, you get your registration fees waived, you get housing in the dorms, you get a gas card, and then some of your meals are paid for. So
Oh, wow.
yeah, so it's I got training a couple of years ago in restorative justice and helped with their state conference last year. So it's really interesting and just to see the healing, like I said, on both sides of an issue. So
I'll definitely look into it.
yeah.
Does anybody have anything else they'd like to say? Our next meeting is April 17th at 3 p.m.
Don't have anything else unless you do, ma'am.
I do not. I appreciate you guys hopping on here with me.
We're celebrating your wins. And you have your team with you, so that's awesome.
They're a pretty good team. Pretty supportive. Alrighty, if nobody has anything else to say, I'll see you guys in a minute.
All right. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you
Bye.
guys.
Bye-bye.